Right, gents, listen to me. You both know the rules, obey my commands at all times. When I tell you to break cleanly, step back, throw no punches. Keep your heads out of the way, and most importantly, lads, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, let's go.
This is Ultimate Boxer. Let's get down to business!
So the Ultimate Boxer middleweight final about to get underway here at the Indigo Theatre at the O2 Arena. So here we go then. These the last two men left standing in this exciting 8-man single elimination tournament. Derrick Osaze, the punching preacher, the boxer wearing the grey shorts. His opponent is the go-getter, Grant Dennis, the oldest boxer in the competition. Oh, good left hook landed by Dennis.
And Dennis keeps, again, that low target, and he shoots with the punches up, keeps himself low so he doesn't get hit with anything crazy. And he caught Osaze standing too high up on the inside there.
Well, despite the energy that he expended, including picking himself up off the canvas after absorbing a thunderous double left hook from Sean Phillips, Grant Dennis demonstrating that he's still full of fight and energy in this opening round. But Osaze, he will be aware of the hard-fought semi-final that Grant Dennis had just been engaged in, and so he's come out trying to set a quick tempo as well. But again, look at the cute punch picking of Grant Dennis. There really isn't much on those shots, but look at the volume of them that are being scored.
Yes, and again, in a short fight, he has the playbook just right. You try to outwork your opponent, don't get hit with anything crazy, and that low stance keeps him from taking any crazy punches. As you see, he stays low and keeps himself a small target. So he can outwork his opponent, not take any big shots, and the judges will give him rounds this way. Let's see if he can continue it.
Midpoint of the opening round. Good right hand to the body, landed, but then a counter left hook upstairs. Osaze looking to get to work with that long left jab, and look at how rough he is on the inside, following through with a forearm on a couple of those hooks. There's a nudging right hook once again. Dennis giving as good as he's getting.
It'll be interesting to see how Grant Dennis goes into the second and third round, because remember, he did have that very fatiguing semifinal fight.
Beautiful double left jab from Grant Dennis. Osaze trying to work away to the body, and if there is any fatigue in the legs and lungs of Grant Dennis, while Osaze looking to test it by investing in body shots.
And that right there, leaning on top of him, putting extra weight on top of Grant Dennis's legs, can add fatigue.
Good left hook landed by Dennis, but then a single shot in response from Osaze. Beautiful count, beautiful lead left hook, and then the lean back employed by Osaze. Walking Dennis down now and letting his hands go furiously at mid-range. Dennis back to distance and letting go, flicking jabs.
Oh, good body shot.
Now Dennis.
Was that low?
Being called low by referee Kieran McCann.
Referee had a better look than us, as Dennis had his back to our side.
Now remember, the referee calling time, 5 minutes permitted if required for Dennis to recover. Not taking the full 5, but that welcome intermission after taking that low blow.
A bit of pressure from the referee to continue as well.
Nice movement on the back foot from Dennis in the closing stages of that round, and then just scoring with a flicking left jab after making Osaze miss.
Yeah, close round. I thought Dennis had won the early part of it, but Osaze started coming on in the second part of the first round. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve in the second round. As you see here, some action from round one. So, I know we can't really get a look. Let's see how that low blow comes across again. Get a good look there of how low, but you did see Grant Dennis push down the head of Osaze. So a lot of times when you get your head pushed down, it makes your own punches straight low because you can't come up with them.
Yeah. First round of everything, not 48, it's going down, yeah? Speed up, put more pressure on. Yeah? Remember, more pressure. Yeah. So on top of it, you can see it, yeah? I want you to see it, yeah? Body, keep the catching.
So quick start to this second round. Grant Dennis snaking out that jab once again to begin the second stanza, but Osaze with a right hand over the top, followed by a left jab, and it's a frenetic pace to begin round number 2. Both of these men in pursuit of the Ultimate Boxer crown, the golden gown, and the lion's share of the £50,000 prize fund. Good right hand from Osaze once again, who is looking to make this a physical affair. Marauding attack on the front foot being launched by the punching preacher.
Yeah, he's trying to make it a heavy pace for Grant Dennis. He's also trying to get to the body and try to make it even worse for Dennis. As again, we remind you, Dennis had that very, very fatiguing semifinal bout.
Oh, beautiful right hand from Grant Dennis. It was a single shot. Osaze had his hands up, but he was still able to land it in accurate fashion behind the attempted defenses that Osaze erected. Beautiful right hand from Osaze with a heavy one as well, and Grant Dennis keen to hold on. And again, Osaze looking to make this one a physical encounter to really impose his physicality on the go-getter. Dennis remaining composed and letting fast flurries go once more. Osaze though with heavy singles, some of them straying around the back of the go-getter's head. Nice evasive maneuver demonstrated in the pocket from Grant Dennis.
And you can see Grant Dennis trying to initiate some clinches. He's definitely fatigued, but he stirs up the energy to put together these little flurries and combinations. But you see the attempts of Osaze with his one-shot body shot, sometimes really trying to put weight behind them.
Both of these men found their way into boxing as Osaze launching a triple left jab. Excuse me, Dennis launching a triple left jab. And again, it's rough on the inside. Referee Kieran McCann having his hands full in this final. Good left hand to the body landed by Osaze. The right hand over the top was short from Dennis. Both these men finding their way into the fight game via football. Osaze played to a decent level as a teenager, but by his own admission said that he had issues with anger management, but once he found boxing, he said it turned him into a gentleman, and he enjoyed the self-reliance that comes from this most individual of sports. And funnily enough, Grant Dennis's route was similar. Said that he played football to a semi-pro standard. Remember, he didn't turn pro until he was 29, 30 years of age. But he said that nothing compares to the self-reliance and the individuality that boxers have to demonstrate to get themselves ready.
And there's a jab of Dennis. He's got to get back to that because Osaze's getting very comfortable coming forward.
Counter right hand was a nice shot once again. Remember, that has been really successful for Dennis in both the quarters and the semis. And a baleful stare shot in the direction of Grant Dennis from Derrick Osaze.
Yeah?
There's some action from the previous round. See that overhand right we were talking about earlier? Landed around the gloves of Derrick Osaze. There here, Dennis attempts it again, misses it, and then you get a right hand from Osaze again, and then he's able to follow up. And you see what he does there, where he kind of puts his weight on top of Grant so that it fatigues the legs of Grant a bit more.
You're not tired. It's the last breath.
So into the third and final round then of Ultimate Boxer's final bout here in the middleweight division. And Osaze has come out swinging freely to begin this third and final stanza. And Grant Dennis is losing his balance. All of his experience being brought to the fore now. He was again keen to initiate a clinch just to get some respite from the furious fusillade that Osaze launched to begin this third round. Nice work to the body from Dennis, but Osaze not giving him any time to rest after he had that single shot success.
Yeah, and there's Grant Dennis again. He does well with these little combinations. But he's got to avoid taking any good single shots from Osaze. Oh, good shot, good uppercut there by Osaze inside.
And Grant Dennis's legs have gone. It was a delayed reaction by Osaze getting out of the way. Grant Dennis's legs didn't have the strength to keep him upright. There are still 2 minutes to go in this third and final round. And he's a weary-legged fighter now. Here's Grant Dennis, keen to hold on once more. Osaze looking for the finish. Really putting everything behind his shots. That shot straight around the back of Dennis's head. Good right uppercut landed by the punching creature. Grant Dennis has got nothing left. He's fighting on fumes now. And you get the sense that Osaze senses that.
Yes, and again, the difficult semi-final bout playing a pivotal role here. Osaze obviously is also playing a pivotal role. But Dennis has not been fatigued like this all night. And now you can see he's just draped around Osaze, trying to get the cobwebs out of his head and still trying to survive the round.
So Grant Dennis with still more than a minute of this round to negotiate. The former English title challenger, remember that's the only bout he's lost on his professional ledger to this point. That's a good right hand to the body, but look at what he takes in return. Terrific bravery being shown by Grant Dennis. Osaze waves the man in. Grant Dennis keen to hold on once more. Just under a minute to go in this third and final round, and the momentum is in favor of the punching preacher. But Grant Dennis biting down on his gum shield, trying to fight fire with fire. Look at Osaze following through with the elbow. Kieran McCann with firm admonishment about that infringement. Good right hand around the corner from Dennis, trying to get some dynamism and energy into those legs.
And it might be that knockdown. That knockdown might be the difference in the fight.
Closing seconds of what has been a pulsating middleweight final so far. Grant Dennis with a nudging right hand over the top. Locking up his man on the inside once again. Osaze looking to get to work with that free right hand. And both boxers punching right up until the final bell. A pulsating contest in the final of the Ultimate Boxer middleweight tournament. But Derrick Osaze could well have done enough, and that knockdown could well be a decisive factor in determining the outcome of this contest. He certainly thinks so. He's got the strength and the energy to climb the turnbuckle and celebrate with his fans. A terrific contest. And Grant Dennis deserves immense credit for the part that he played, not only in this final, but throughout this tournament so far. And was the final a fight too far after that hellacious semi-final he found himself involved in? Derrick Osaze just taking some time to reflect. The man who is a youth pastor at the church where he's works with the youth up in Nottingham. Just giving thanks after leaving it all in the boxing ring in pursuit of victory. I suspect it's Osaze who's going to be declared the victor. You get the sense that his fans do as well. But we are now going to the scoring judges, Lee Cook, Lee Every and Mark Bates, to determine who will be crowned the Ultimate Boxer champion.
And we see some highlights there. The knockdown is a big right uppercut by Osaze, and he'd been trying it over the course of the fight. You know, Dennis does well in staying low and keeping himself a small target, but if there's one thing he is susceptible to in staying low is that uppercut right there. And there, Osaze finally found the home for it and was able to hurt Grant Dennis and put him down, and that gave him a 2-point round in round 3, which may be the difference here in this fight. But it remains to be said, it needs to be said, another amazing tournament given by Ultimate Boxer. This is the 3rd edition of it, and yet some scintillating action once again throughout the entire tournament, and really a barn burner of a fight. And I think in the end, it might have been too many barn-burning wars for Grant Dennis in this tournament, because the semifinal really gave him a hellacious pace, and Derrick Osaze also gave him a very hellacious pace tonight. And it seems like Osaze will win this tournament. We'll see.
Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, what more could you possibly ask for in a final fight of the evening? Make some noise for both of our finalists, please. After 3 rounds of non-stop action, we consult the judges' scorecards. Our first judge, Mr. Lee Cook, scored it 28-28. Our second judge, Mr. Lee Every, scored it 29-27. And our third judge, Mr. Mark Bates, also scored it 29-27. It is a majority win to our new Ultimate Boxer middleweight champion, Derrick Osaze! Congratulations to the punching preacher.
Osaze is overcome with emotion. The punching preacher has just been crowned as the Ultimate Boxer 3 middleweight champion. Jubilant scenes in the stands here at the Indigo Theatre at the O2 Arena. And the punching preacher's prayers have been answered. He wins 3 bouts out of 3 and is the Ultimate Boxer 3 champion in the middleweight tournament. He extends his perfect record to 9-0. He's seemingly overcome with emotion. There's absolute celebration amongst his fans. Derrick Osaze is the champion after a stirring trio of performances to remain undefeated, and he will now take the lion's share of the £50,000 prize fund.